Alright, let's see. We need to start up. Do all that things that you need to do when you do a startup. Let's see if we do it correctly. So what we're going to do, or I'm going to do, I'm going to fly in bad weather with a train following radar, and I'm going to head out into Syria and navigate all the way to a base down at Hama, I think it's called that, where I'm going to try to destroy 2 aircraft parked on the apron there. That is the thing. It's going to be in real time, and it's going to be really boring as well. I'm just doing it for fun. There's no one else here, no one around. Completely deserted airport. Cool, 26%. Engaging throttles. The right one first. Spooling up. %. I can close the canopy. Air condition on. Oxygen locked. 56.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
Perfect. On. On. And on. Can put on some light. Normal. Standby. All set for now. 20%. 22, 23, 25, 26. Engaging throttle. Left engine. We just lock them up, so we have there. We take the left MFD, air to ground air to air radar, armament page, and we go to smart page as well. On the right one we will have air to ground, target to pod, TEVs. Good. On this one we will have TSD, HSI. Parking brakes are on, even though we already have the shocks in place. Hit the INS system. We have ordnance on the aircraft already, so we should be good with that. Can check our mirrors. Just tap on. Ooh, a beautiful one. And left one coming up here. I want to see the wingtip. There we go. And the right one. Wingtip. Off you go. Sorry. No taxi. Well aware of this. We're not moving a single surface or a single thing on the aircraft during the alignment here. However, we can check the left MFD, air to ground loadout. It should be all good, perfect. We can go to here. On program number 1, we're going to have all the AGM and 54 alpha. Going to on direct, step, nose and tails, and program number 2, we're going to have the 31. GBU on direct, step, nose and tail. We are all set there, and INS is ready. So we can switch that over there. We can verify yes, that on Inserlic, which we are. We need to jump back into not there. Wizzo, what's up? I'm arming all this already because I don't plan to jump back in here once we're in the air. So that's why I'm doing it already now on the auto, and we go back into the cockpit. And we should be all set for taxing, actually. Menu, steer point number 1, that is, however, also correct. We don't have a kneeboard. Let's see what we have on kneeboard. Here we have a page here. This is not relevant, actually, but we can pin it anyway. Here we have all our waypoints, which is correct. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can was it 0.7? No. Is it just point? No. Alright, what does my thing say? 7 point. Jesus Christ. 7 points. And we now have a target point. All good. Tekken. Gee, it's 22. Isn't it at Incirlik? 22? No, it wasn't 22. 22 X-ray. Come on. 22. What Tekken do we have for Incirlik? Come on, give me that freaking thing. Incirlik, come on. I have a plate for Incirlik. I did have a plate back in the days. Not anymore. Didn't. We'll need to go into 21. It's 21. Gosh, 21. Not one. 21. There. Yes. And all of a sudden it's very bright. Ground crew. Wheel shocks remove. Thank you.
Remove the wheel chocks.
Not a minute too late. Wheel shocks now removed. Outstanding. Ground crew again. Change helmet mounted device. We do not need the NVGs. It is not needed for this.
HMS installed.
Perfecto. And I'm running this locally. So that's there we're not going to do anything with IFF and something like that, or the radios. There's no one else here than me. Going to do an adjustment so I can actually feel that I'm correctly positioned in the cockpit or locally at my desk. And we're good to go. Parking brakes off. And we're taxiing off.
Y'all rate. Y'all rate.
She is a little bit slow on the taxiing with the load. I don't know why, but she is. Alright, going to stop here because we are going to just verify overshoot the mark a little bit. Alright, we have TF radar. It is standby. Everything is standby there. Dun dun. Radar on. Coupling, we will sort that one out once in. We go for 200 feet. And we're good to go. No other traffic in the area anyway. Is it anyway? Or is it anyways? Anyways. Anyways. 05. Coming up. 05. And we're rolling shortly without a wizzo. Right, here we go. I have put the wind so we have it directly on our nose. 150. 180. 190. Woo! Up we go. Gear up. Flaps up. Why is my trim not working? There. Very strange. Didn't happen. Didn't do anything actually. I would preferred a little even worse weather than this. God damn it. Alright, it will have to do. We're coming up on waypoint number 1, or we do not actually. Switch over this one to nav. Nav, and we heading over to waypoint number 1 at 9098. Come on. And it's coming up here. Number 1. Copy. Autopilot. We're good. Then we can take train following there. We have coupled as well. And autopilot on and nav mode. Are we going to die or is it going to pick up? It's picking up. Outstanding. Sometime. We have waypoint number 1 coming up.
Low altitude.
Yep,
Low
that's the whole
altitude.
point.
Low altitude. 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 Low altitude.
All right.
Low altitude.
There we have waypoint
Low
number 1.
altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude.
Switching over. Waypoint number 2. Yep. And you were supposed to turn. Oh, sorry, my bad. I
Low
hadn't engaged
Low
it, so
altitude.
but we're doing it now.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
That is freaking annoying.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
This is super cool. Right, overshooting quite a lot. It would preferably be that the aircraft preferably would have turned before the waypoint, before passing the waypoint actually, so you would be intercepting the next waypoint more correctly, not overshoot. What do we have under here? Is it water?
Low altitude.
Yeah, it's water.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
No terrain, that is also very correct. So then we should be at 200 feet, and we confirm we are at 200 feet. And straight ahead we have actually quite high mountain ridge, which we can see in this region area here. So we will need to pass over that one. After that, oh, here's a boat. That is freaking awesome. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So we should actually be able, after that, just fly through the valleys. So that's going to probably another boat. Jakes. Yeah. Alright, start seeing a little bit of terrain here. That is also, we're climbing, that is correct. There's a harbor. Yep. This is, I cannot say scary because we're in a simulator, but it is a little bit, yeah, sketchy. Right, following the terrain. Obstructed. Yeah, really hard to verify that one. Should we? I think we're cleared. Ooh, no. Yeah, gosh. Whew. We're over the ridge. There was an opening in the cloud layer here. Looks really nice. We're stealing Turkey. Airspeed. Yeah.
Pull up, pull up, pull up.
Oh, we're a little bit too fast on the speed, maybe? I know we need to be over 400, but I didn't knew that we have a maximum speed.
Low altitude. Low
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Low altitude.
Oh, there
Low
was an airport.
altitude.
Aeropuerto.
Low altitude.
Yup.
Low altitude.
Coming up on
Low
waypoint number 2, I
altitude.
guess.
Low
1 nautical mile
altitude.
from
Low
number 2.
altitude. Low altitude.
Then we have
Low
3, 4, 5,
altitude.
6, 7.
Low altitude. Low
Bam.
altitude.
Over to number
Low
3.
altitude.
Good job. Shouldn't overshoot this because it's quite in our path, so that should be also good. And between waypoint number 6 and 7, I'm going to pop up the drop, and we need to manage the speed here. So that's what we're going to do.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
It's cool.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
This is
Low
really cool,
altitude.
actually.
Low altitude.
I'm just controlling
Low
the
altitude.
throttle
Low
here. I'm not doing
altitude.
anything
Low altitude.
other on the stick.
Low altitude.
Right, number 3
Low
coming up. We're
altitude.
going to turn
Low
slightly to the right for
altitude.
number
Low
4.
altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude.
4 coming up. Bam, I guess. Come on, switching over 4.
Low altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude.
Right,
Low
master
altitude.
arm.
Low altitude.
Lights
Low
off. We're
altitude.
doing a fancy
Low
in.
altitude.
We have
Low
18 in
altitude.
fuel, which is more than enough.
Low altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude.
It's a border
Low
guard tower, I
altitude.
guess.
Low altitude.
Is it the guard tower? It looks like a guard tower.
Low altitude.
Yeah.
Low altitude.
Not
Low
exactly sure
altitude.
where the border
Low
is. I
altitude.
would
Low
presume it's
altitude.
somewhere here.
Low altitude.
Diamond number 4. I haven't mapped the terrain following. Disengage that manually. Here comes another guard tower, and I guess we have the borders right there. We're crossing
Low
over
altitude.
now.
Low
Well, we are in
altitude.
Syria. Coming up on waypoint number 4 shortly. There's a mosque. Small village.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
2.3.
Low altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude.
Right, 1 nautical miles. Left turn to
Low
waypoint number
altitude.
5.
Low altitude.
There, number 5 coming
Low
up.
altitude. Low altitude.
There we have number 5. Cool.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
Then after between. Why do we have a contact over there? That's the ground vehicle. Starting nautical miles out from waypoint number 5. Then we're turning to waypoint number 6. After our attack, we will go down again on low level and fly with the train following
Low
radar
altitude.
back to
Low
Inserlik
altitude.
to do the landing.
Low altitude. Low
Okay.
altitude.
Weapons page, smart page. No, yep, we need program number 1. We can do that from here. Program 1. HSI, because that's more use for us. Copy that. Three nautical miles from waypoint number 5, and then we have number 6, and from 6 to 7 there's when we do our pop-up. Probably need to do a pop-up quite
Low
fast,
altitude.
so
Low
we can release
altitude.
this, so we don't are out of their minimum switching over air to ground. Alright, of course we could have done this, had them pre-programmed already before we left, but I haven't done that obviously, so I will do that afterwards. We're nearing waypoint number 6, we're 7 nautical miles out, and after that we're going to do our pop-up.
Low altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude. Low.
Number 7. Alright, populate that one next.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
Why do you fucking jump over that one? Sometimes you are such a pain.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
Alright, for that I'm going to do a second one, because there we have that. Why you didn't want to switch over when we already have all the others, I do not know. That is probably a DCS problem, not a me problem, even though it became my problem. So we're do a go around here a little bit low and fast, as we should, and then we're going to do a new pop-up for this. So, and then we have one left, and we can program number 2 next station as well. We just populate that one, and then we're going to. Then we can actually see the 154s we dropped earlier. They are in our path. And we have 45 seconds out to be able to drop our J-dam to finish off everything. It's going to be a heck of a bang down there. No question about that. I would really like to hang around down there. Ooh, is it in an opening here? That would be absolutely fantastic if we would have had the airport in the opening, which we'd be able to see better. In range. Alright, we're in range. Dropping. Off you go. I will put you over to nav again. I need to see where the heck the target is. We're going to offset a little bit here. There we have the airport actually. Nice. That is going to be cool. We will probably be able to see. I'm going to stay out on this area so I'm not going to get in conflict with the incoming ammunitions. Ooh. We have it actually here. Then we have the two aircrafts. Airplane. It's one airplane. Cool. Oh yeah, yeah. Ooh, yes. Oh nice. Oh nice. Oh nice. Oh nice. That is cool. Ooh, let's see if we can go around. Let's see if we have more success. That was a nice bang. That is super cool. I would say it's all gone. Oh, here comes the cluster. So it was JDAM maybe. All JDAM, or I think that's the number. Last 154 coming. Alright, so they coming in a little bit too late. But I just wanted to test the effect, and they hit well. They would probably have a great effect as well, and we have one last 154 coming in as well. So that turned up really good. Now we just need to see how I can deploy this in more practical use in... Come on, VR. There you go. You can do this. I believe in you. I am out of the cockpit. That is not good. Oh, come on. So, really? Did I lose all the light in the room or what? Alright, perfect. It went as planned. Actually forgot to turn on the lights in my gaming room, so I guess the sun is setting and it's turning out to be a little bit dark. So that's why the VR is not tracking as good as it's supposed to do. Okay. And the coupling is on. Let's see how the autopilot looks. Autopilot is gone as well. No, it's good. This is always sketchy. Phew, yeah, it's picking up. Good. We have nav and we have train following on, and we're heading way back
Low
again.
altitude.
Good.
Low altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude.
Alright,
Low
so
altitude.
now I know this works.
Low
So that will be
altitude.
it
Low
for today.
altitude.
I'm heading back to Insulican and I'm going to just land. So
Low
thank you very much
altitude.
and goodbye.
Low altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude.